Hi everybody, Life Without Pants here with another Path of Exile video, and in today's video we're going to look at a strategy we've been doing the last week or so, and it's a tropical island farm. So as you can see, it's around 4x per hour, as you can see from the title, and it largely revolves around farming Delirium Mirrors. We're not using the Sextant, so it's a nice, easy, relaxed, just throw your Sextants on kind of strategy. You get a lot of these Delirium Orbs from all of the Delirium Mirrors you do find. You can just stop after 4 reward tiles if you want. I generally try to go a little bit further, but if it's getting a bit too difficult for you, then just, stop the deli and carry on anyway. Obviously, these deli orbs, they sell very well on their own. I mean, these fine delirium orbs, they sell for quite a lot. 21 chaos, we got quite a few of those. The skipping ones are the most pricey at the moment. You don't want to sell these on the market. You want to sell these on the Forbidden Trove. They've got a bulk tool, which we'll link down in the description below. So take a look at that. I think the current market price is around 150% of the PoE Ninja price. So you get a lot of money for these. So let's get into what the passive tree looks like. Okay, so here's our Atlas passive tree, and obviously, we got 1 extra sextant use, unsurprisingly. I'm doing Legion because I'm a Corrupting Fever bow build, which makes, popping Legions possible even in Delhi. So we've gone for face-off and emblematic war supplies, and then the extra Legion stuff down here, Protected Battle and Chain of Command, and obviously increased chance to get harbingers. We've got additional shrines in here. We've got these strongbox nodes. We've got extra harbingers and powerful harbingers, etc, etc, etc. I've got some Jun nodes over here just because that's what I want to take. You don't have to do that at all. For the Delhi stuff, we're going with extra chance in that which you seek. We're going with singular entity so that we get a little bit more leeway with our delirium. We're going with descent into madness so that we get again more leeway, and then we're going with compulsive hoarder. So we largely get it's not every time, but we get sometimes you get 3 extra reward tiles, up to 3 extra reward tiles. We've also gone with Scent of Blood so that we get some Beyond in the maps as well, because more Beyond monsters, more stuff. I've taken singular focus because we're just spamming Tropical Island. I just put Tropical Island on. We over-sustained by so much with this. It's absolutely great. Obviously, we're blocking a bunch of other mechanics here so that we can get more Delirium Mirrors and more Legion pylons for me. So we're blocking the rogue markers, we're blocking metamorph, we're blocking blight, we're blocking the ritual stuff. Basically everything apart from Legion and Delirium we're blocking. And that gives us a bunch of extra Delirium Mirrors and a bunch of extra Legion pylons. And unsurprisingly, we've gone with shaping the mountains, shaping the skies, and we've got shaping the seas as well. We chose not to go with shaping the valleys because we're not going to be running Fortune Favors the Brave. We are going to be running domination map crafts, so this one not really useful for us. But again, we are massively over-sustaining maps, so it's not a huge issue for these points to be lost. Now, you can change this up a little bit if you want to. There's room. I don't have essences on, so maybe if you're into essences and you're big on essence farming, then that's a really good strat for you. I'm using Dominion crafts on the map device, so I definitely want to have the extra shrines along with some other shrine nodes. I don't even have all of the Atlas skill points, so there's still some room to maneuver here if you want to change this around a little bit. Obviously, the Jun nodes for me, it's just I like Betrayal, so I want to do as much Jun as possible. And also, we've got Alva missions on completion, just because we want some Alva missions for a later strategy, let's say. So that's what the Atlas passive tree looks like. Okay, so let's take a look at our map device. We are all the tropical islands are unsurprisingly chiseled, alked, and valed. The amount of Val temples you get this league is very, very low. We're using Harbinger Scarabs just to get lots more mobs. We're using Div card Scarabs because Tropical Island has a chance of dropping the Scout card, which is 7 Exalts return for 8 cards invested. And that's really, really good. I think these are like 2-3 chaos, something like that. Yeah, they're really, really cheap. And you can just chuck one in and it gives you lots more chance to get a really useful divination card. We're running Polished Legion Scarabs so that we get 2 War Hordes because of our Atlas passive trees, and we also get guaranteed Legion Monolith. The number of times you get 2 is quite high. We're also going with Cartography Scarabs just to oversustain our map pool. These are very cheap, like 1 chaos each, and you get at least a couple of maps per map. Sometimes I get up to 6 or 7 or 8 maps in a map. It's really crazy how much you can oversustain if you have the right nodes selected on your Atlas passive trees. And for our craft, we're just going with Domination. And I mean, it costs 4 chaos, but you get 4 additional shrines, and I guarantee it's worth it. For our influence, we're going with Eater of Worlds. This can be a bit dicey because there's a lot of range mobs, and they can be quite difficult to deal with. They can off-screen you sometimes pretty easily. So go with Searing Exarch if you're worried about that. There's only melee mobs with Searing Exarch. For our Sextants, we're just gonna chuck 4 random Sextants mods on here. So we've got Vile Monsters, Resonating Shrine, Unique Monsters Drop Corrupted. Probably want to save that one. So let's just take that one away. That's probably worth something. And then we can go with, lightning damage. So just 4 random Sextants mods, absolutely fine. As long as it doesn't brick your build, then just take whatever you can get. Okay, so let's jump into a map and see what it looks like in game. Okay, well, we didn't get a Delirium Mirror this time, but let's find future Life Without Pants where we have. Hey, it worked. Okay, so here we are. We got our Mirror of Delirium. We're just gonna pop our Sentinel, jump through here, and then start to clear through the map. And I mean, this, obviously these are some good Sentinel returns here, but we didn't proc our chance to get additional rewards, which is a bit of a shame, but we're already at 3 reward tiles, so it's not going to be too difficult to get a lot out of this. I would say be quite careful with the Eldritch Altars in this, because they can be particularly rippy, especially Delirium stuff. But it's relatively easy to outrun the fog in this kind of map. There's I think 4 different types of layout for Tropical Island. So let me just clear this monolith here. And now this is post-patch, so now we can't pop our Pandemonium Sentinel in the middle. We have to wait for everything to be dead and then trigger. So now, pop that, and then watch all the blue lights go everywhere, and then try and get out of the middle, because my computer has crashed a couple of times whilst trying to stand in the middle and tank everything. Didn't work out too well. So I try to avoid that, especially when you're in Delirium. You kind of want to be moving pretty quickly. Some of the time I won't even stick around and loot all of this stuff. I'll do the looting at the end. But you can see we've already got down here. We've already got up to 5 rewards. Maybe we can get to 6. Let's see if we can take it all the way. We got a lot of Scarabs with our Sentinel as well. So for us, we're not over-sustaining Scarabs by any stretch of the imagination. But we're pretty close. It's relatively close to sustaining Scarabs for us. We still go and buy them from the market all the time because it's just the best way to get them. Buying, like, I just spend an Exalt at a time by, I think it's like 70-ish Polished Legion Scarabs, and an Exalt can get you a lot of Div card Scarabs as well, at least 30 I think at the moment. The amount of Cartography Scarabs, Rusted Cartography Scarabs you can get for that is insanely good as well. We've got where's that? Let's boop that altar. And I mean, we've already got 1 map, and we'll probably get at least a couple more in this, I think. Harbinger, really, really good for proccing map drops. There's lots and lots of map drops from Harbinger. And we got another Legion Monolith. That's pretty good. So we'll just boop that. And then try and... there's a lot of mobs around here, but hopefully we'll be able to clear out the Legion without too much issue. And these are quite early on in the Delirium Mirror as well, so we're not going to generate huge rewards for these. Alright, now it's time to do that. And then, oof, they're getting a little bit a little bit tanky now, these mobs. So we're just going to try and try our best. We're doing our best here to try and clear through these and get any rewards we can. And again, some of the... Oh, we got another tabby. We just got one of those in the last map. A lot of the rewards you get from these will be based on your sentinels as well. So, you know, it's very important to run good sentinels. You know, currency reward types, sentinel reward types, and scarab reward types. I think I've got a scarab and currency, so that's really, really good. And they're just so strong in this strategy as well. So a really great way to make a bunch of extra money with this. The tropical island layout we've got here is a pretty good one. Also be very careful with these eldritch altars, because there's so many times that I don't read them. I'm very good at not reading. It's one of my only weaknesses is reading. And we'll just hit it and then later on die and wonder why. And then looking back at the VOD, you realize that you took the minus 50% resistance to lightning and cold, and that's so horrible, because you can get shocked and you can get frozen or slowed, and it can just really, really ruin your run. We've got Soul Eater now, so it's going to be relatively easy for us to finish this one off. We do get a lot of, because we've got a Headhunter, we do get a lot of buffs here, and it makes it a lot easier. Honestly, Headhunter, I was doing this strategy before I got the Headhunter, and it helped me get the Headhunter very, very quickly. A lot quicker than I thought it would. Getting a little bit laggy here. Hopefully we'll just run back a bit so we don't crash. My computer could do with an upgrade, I think. Maybe that's what one of the first things this month will be. A summer of upgrades. Let's see if we can just get to the end boss here. I think this is it. Whilst we still got Soul Eater. We missed out whilst we got Soul Eater, but we can just come down here, kill this blood progeny. I can't remember what it's called. Kill the big angry ape at the end of this map. And we got a metamorph craft, it's pretty nice. And then we've got 31 monsters remain. And we got the Jun mission. That's very important for my build. And with 21 monsters remaining, I can't see anything else. I think like at least 100 Scarabs here. I mean 100 splinters rather. Yeah, it's pretty regular, and we've got 2 singular Delirium orbs, and we've got an Imperial Delirium orb. And that's really, you know, that really boosts this strategy to the next level. What makes it really, really strong. So, let's get back to the conclusions. This strategy, obviously, it's 4x an hour. It's quite good, I would say. It's pretty relaxed, especially if you just want to do some mapping of an evening. We do get a lot of Timeless Eternal emblems in general because of our emblematic stuff. See how I've got 10 Maraketh and then a bunch of the others as well. These sell, if you can sell them for in sets, so just like this, you can sell them one set at a time. Or if you can sell them as sets, then they'll fetch around an exalt each, maybe 0.9. Again, go to the Forbidden Trove and look for the bulk set sales for Sentinel League, and you'll sell them. It's usually to 5-way farmers, and they buy them, they just snap them straight up. Our Deli tab is looking particularly healthy over here. So if we go to the bulk TFT selling tool, we can just select our Deli tab and then select Delirium Orbs, and the price generally on Forbidden Trove at the moment is around 150% of the PoE Ninja price, so we just do that, select 150% here, and then you can see here, yeah, we've got 10.5 exalts easily. If we you can generate an image, generate text, then yeah, and it just copies it to your clipboard. You can go and post that in the Forbidden Trove bulk selling Deli place, and you will very, very quickly sell, especially if you've got something like Fine Delirium Orbs or Skittering Delirium Orbs. They sell very, very well. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this strategy are. I think I'm going to move on to the next one soon. I'll make a video about that. But for now, thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.